All right, so I think we're gonna roll. So if you haven't watched any other episodes, you don't know what's going in here. Honda fans, I suggest you unsubscribe now. Moment of truth. Hopefully there hasn't been a lot of people that hit unsubscribe until they see the carnage, but let's get to our idea of a cool swap. When cameraman Matt gets it. Perfect. Oh my God, we have a CRX. That's right, 3.5 liters of Nissan goodness. We got a VQ in here. Why? Because it's not a Honda engine. You thought we were kidding. And I love the sound of these. All jokes aside, you know, factory, this has 265, 255 torque at the crank, but it's restricted through an exhaust that's even smaller than what the CRX came with, and a super restrictive intake. Just NA, opening all that up with no tuning at all, you can get close to 320, 330. So like 275 to the ground. That's if we do nothing else. Do we look like the kind of guys that do nothing else? Not a chance. So hopefully you're gonna stick with us, because I think this is going to be fun. Now let's see some of the reasons why this is actually working quite well, to be honest. Come with me. Come with me. Let's take a look at a few things. So when we center this, the first beauty is, look where these, like we're already, the hat of the brakes is right here, so we're going to have a really good offset. Like we don't even have to get some huge custom wheels. We're going to be able to easily run a proper offset wheel without, you know, having to stage it out. It's going to be great. Now come up top. The beauty of this setup is this is the center line axis. Mac, let's get right on top of that so we can show them. What are you noticing? All this weight, 95% of it is inboard. This is going to plant like crazy. Yeah, Max got a good shot there for you. All of this is going to add to all that traction and keep it inboard. Now, a lot of people are going to say, why would you go and use a 6-cylinder when the K-Series is so light, it revs? A K-Series is great. We've put it in a bunch of stuff that it didn't belong in because we love doing that. Let's get to some real facts about a VQ. So I believe the K20, if I'm spouting my facts correctly, is about 298 pounds. So 135 kilos. I believe that's what it weighed when we pulled it out of our 08 Civic SI, because we did weigh it, and it was just under 300 pounds. And I think, what is it at? Like 208 horse, 198 torque, something like that. I don't remember. I'm a few off. You guys can correct me, throw it in the comments. The VQ is only 321. So you're talking 25 pounds difference, and it sings beautifully, it revs nicely, it's incredibly well balanced, and right off the bat, once we open up the restrictions and stuff like that, with no tuning required, we're gonna get over 300 on both those numbers. You think on a 350 Z or a G35, those numbers factory, same engine, are already well, what is it, 320 for the G35? Roughly around there. So, you know, it's easy to get to those numbers, and we're going to customize everything. So I know I'm talking a lot, but another cool fact, so we've got it on the Maxima front subframe. Now, cameraman Max going to bring you forward here. So obviously we have to build the cross brace and the roll hoop, which is all going to be right here. Look what conveniently lines up for a simple fabrication and we've got this thing sitting in here solid. You know, we're going to remake mounts. It still has the factory ones on the front. We're going to remake them solid because rubber's for, we won't say it. Where are we going with this? I think it's going to be cool. I mean, who knows? It may throw things off. We're going to find out because this will be on track. This isn't a show queen. We are going to lighten it up with a bunch of carbon fiber, as you saw in a few of the other videos. Lifting this was absolutely nothing, and it still has the CRX driveline up front. I know what you're thinking. Why don't we have 2 drivelines? We have something like that coming up in the future, but just not right here. We want this to be ultra light. We don't want a ton of power because we don't want to have to tune it and worry about whether it's a perfectly sunny day or what altitude we're at. We don't want to have to wring every last ounce of power out of it and efficiency. We want it to just run cleanly, and if we take it down to sea level, I mean, we're actually quite high here in our city. We're at like 3,300 feet, I believe, something like that. We just want factory reliability with a little extra power. We're guessing with what we're taking out of here, this drive line going back in, we're guessing we're going to end up around 1,500 pounds or 680 kilograms. Sounds about right? Yeah, sure. It's probably close to, yeah, about 680 kilograms. Now you think that is lighter than the mandated current F1 cars. Just saying, it's going to be fun.